BBC Breakfast viewers issued more than one complaint following Tuesday's instalment, which saw host Sally Nugent chatting with Education Secretary Gilligan Keegan. And while some viewers were unhappy with Nugent's interview technique, others were left unimpressed after the broadcaster suffered a blunder live on air. At 7 a.m., instead of airing some viewers' local news report, they showed the latest news headlines in London instead. Taking to X to complain about it, one fan said, "At BBC Breakfast I live in the northwest, why am I seeing BBC London as local news? No explanation. It's too early in the morning at BBC Breakfast to be sat in my home in Liverpool and have BBC London local news playing, instead of Northwest," another commented, while a third added, "At BBC Breakfast any reason why those of us up here in the Northwest are seeing local news from London? Sure, it's nice to occasionally see what's happening elsewhere, but today I'd like to see what's happening down the road instead." A fourth asked, "At BBC Breakfast I'm in the Northwest and have London as local news," as a fifth echoed, "At BBC Breakfast what has happened to the Northwest news?" Meanwhile, some viewers claimed to turn off the programme following Nugent's interview with the Education Secretary, and it's safe to say things got very heated during the host's line of questioning. Let's talk about the subject that you're on the program to talk about, the 150,000 children now being able to take up funded places in nurseries, Nugent began before asking, "Do you actually have the number today of the children have secured funded places?" The MP explained by the end of the week, they expect to have secured 150,000 places for children. The BBC Breakfast host went on to ask about other announcements, to which the MP cut in, "I said early April so." As the conversation went on, Nugent went on to question, "Are there enough staff?" Keegan replied, 13,000 more staff that we had last year, before she added, "This is obviously something that we have to roll out, but I am very confident." The thing that could most impact this system rollout is if Labour got into power, because they said they would not continue with free childcare. First of all, that is not true, Nugent fired back. "We have had Labour on the programme this morning, they were interviewed and spoke about this. We are not here to talk about Labour.